Some pundits love to point the finger at Spain. They say Puerto Ricans suffered hunger, poverty, and hardship under Spain. And yes, that's true. But let's be honest. Wasn't the same, or even worse, true under the United States? Point 1. Hunger and poverty in the U.S. mainland. During the Great Depression, the United States itself was drowning in hunger. Millions stood in breadlines. Farmers lost their land, children starved. So if hunger existed in Puerto Rico, that was no different than what was happening across the United States. The difference? Americans had the right to vote, to demand change, to shape the policies that eventually brought the New Deal. Puerto Ricans had none of that. Point 2. Colonial status makes the difference. Puerto Rico wasn't just another state suffering through tough times, it was a colony. Relief wasn't designed with Puerto Ricans in mind. It came filtered, restricted, controlled by U.S. officials. The people on the island had no seat in Congress, no presidential vote, no self-determination. They suffered the same crises as Americans, but without the same rights or remedies. Point 3. Spain versus the U.S. Here's what they won't tell you. Under Spain's last years, Puerto Rico had its own parliament, a measure of autonomy. In the Carta of 1897, which granted self-government, that autonomy was cut short not by Spain but by the U.S. invasion of 1898. Under the U.S., Puerto Rico lost land to sugar corporations, became dependent on imported food, and endured laws like the Gag Law of 1948, where owning a Puerto Rican flag meant 10 years in prison. So tell me who erased Puerto Rico's autonomy, who silenced its identity. Point 4. Why the focus on Spain? Blaming Spain is convenient. Makes the U.S. look like the savior instead of the colonizer. But history says otherwise. The real suffering, the hunger, the poverty, the displacement, didn't end in 1898. It deepened. And it continues today under Washington's control. So when someone says, it was Spain that hurt Puerto Rico, remember this? The U.S. has had 125 years to fix it, and instead, it has kept Puerto Rico in chains. Spain is the past, the United States is the present. Our struggle for dignity, food security, and freedom is happening now. Puerto Rico, open your eyes. Subscribe, like, share, and press the notification bell for more content. See you soon.